Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark Shelf Space, and today we're taking a look at Punisher from the Marvel Legends Rider series. So stick with me and let's crack him open. So this Punisher comes with a number of accessories here. First is pretty simple. You got a baseball bat. Not much to it, but it is a neat little accessory. Next, we've got a helmet here. Very reminiscent of a Viking helmet. But I think it's pretty neat. You see the detailing on this. Get the spikes on the top here. Eye holes. And then the horns. All around kind of a neat little accessory. Comes with an extra head. This is just the more stern-faced looking Punisher than the I just got my face pummeled Punisher, which comes on the figure. Comes with a machete because he needs to do some chopping. Comes with a sawed-off shotgun because Punisher would not be complete without the ability to blow people's heads off. Cool little accessory there. Comes with a minigun here. Looks like some sort of Uzi type gun. And last, another machine gun here. I like the guns, pretty detailed. I think they go well with Punisher. Alright, here's the Punisher figure, Frank Castle himself. So you can see this figure, the head sculpt it comes with is a very grizzled looking Punisher. This reminds me a lot of the Garth Ennis and Tim Bradstreet version. I'll throw a picture of that up here. But it's definitely the more hardened Punisher. If you haven't read the Garth Ennis and Tim Bradstreet, the Punisher Max series, or any of Garth Ennis's take on the Punisher, I mean, I definitely recommend that. He writes the Punisher better than anyone I've seen write the Punisher. Can't go wrong there. So let's look at the figure here. We'll do a close-up on the face. There you see him looking angry at the camera. So he's got bandages around his face here. Somebody cut him up pretty good. I like that detail on the Punisher here. His face sculpt I think it's pretty great. It just really brings out the character in him. So you got his shirt here, the logo. He's got his ammunition belt on here. He's strapped, he's ready. And then on the pants here, he's got some extra banana clips for his guns. So let's look at the articulation. See the head, left and right pretty well. He doesn't look back. The neck joint is fairly limited in that respect. That it just doesn't go back or forward much. But maybe he doesn't need to look behind him. Left and right. The joints on the arms here at the shoulder are kind of limiting as well, so he can do the action arm up down punch, but he can't, his arms don't rotate out, so like he can't do, there's no butterfly action. They are fixed joints and they only go up and down. So that's pretty limiting, in my opinion, on the arm articulation there. He's just action feature punch Punisher, up and down, up and down. So even though the articulation at the butterfly joints is limited, you see the swivel at the bicep here, and then the standard elbow joint on the figure, and he's got the wrist articulation. I like the detail on the figure here. You check out the guns on Punisher. He's been lifting some weights, pretty ripped. Here on his top of his arm, these look like they look like wrestling arms to me, but they're definitely cool detail there. You see I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but the arms themselves are kind of a different shade. They're like a lighter peach, and then up here at the shoulder joint, it's a darker peach. I don't know if that was just an oversight when they made the figure and they, put the arms on there, but it's the tone is mismatched. Not a huge deal, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. I don't know if that's just my figure, but the tone is definitely mismatched there. On the waist here, there's no swivel on the waist, but he does bend a little bit. I think he bends here about as well as his neck bends. And then the legs, we got the swivels at the top of the thigh here. Standard knee joints. And his ankles rotate. At the combat boots. And on the back, not much else of note here. So this figure definitely is more of the put him in a simple pose and have him looking cool. Like, he's definitely more aesthetically appealing than he is articulated. The articulation on this figure kind of leaves a little more to be desired, but I mean, he's just a prop piece. He's gonna be sitting on his motorcycle. Speaking of the motorcycle, we'll take a look at that. All right, so here's the Punisher's motorcycle. I think the detail on this is done pretty well. I'm not a big bike person, but I can see a lot of the engine parts here at the center of the bike. He's got his footholds there, his kickstands. I think this is kind of a neat touch too. The license plate here from New York City. Punish 616. That's a neat little touch. And the back of the bike here, you got the exhaust pipes. And the other side of the bike is much the same. Lights here. And the main headlight. And on the top, you got his little Punisher speedometer. That's kind of cool too. So that's the Punisher from the Legendary Rider series. Of note, so his hands, where he holds his weapons, the fingers are pretty tight. Which, I mean, it's a good thing, I think, because I don't want him dropping his weapons. But it's also difficult to get the weapons in the hands. So I put the smaller gun in his hands here, and it was kind of a struggle to get it in. It's not even in all the way. I have to pry his fingers back a little more. So, I mean, if that bothers you, you just use a blow dryer or something to heat the plastic up a little bit. And the fingers will be more pliable and you can slide the weapons in there. Because as it is, I don't think that he's going to be able to hold this shotgun. I mean, it's just way too fat to fit in his hands. And then the same with the bat. I just don't see this wiggling in there very well. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to putting out some new content shortly. Thanks.